How's it going, HorseyFans? Today we're going to take a look at Time Little Floor number 3 against, I forgot the Or's Curse Spirit. He applies stun.
He applies stun. And he applies stun.
Oh, one more thing.
He applies stun, for acting 2 times. He applies stun.
He applies poison, but I think that's only when you're below 50. He can also grant himself shield and damage taken decrease. I don't really understand how shield works, because it just looks like he negates a certain amount of damage. Like it's in the 10,000s worth of damage. Yeah, a very weird ability. Not too many bosses actually have the shield ability. So maybe they'll do something later on, but he applies HP recovery every turn when he receives continuous damage. So that is going to be all flame stacks, all like slice stacks that Sukuna can apply. I don't know if there's any other types of continuous damage. I know Urame has continuous damage, which just came out on JP, but we're playing the global version, so it's not gonna matter. Anything else that needs to be... Oh, he's physical technique total damage cut. And he's yellow. He's yellow. And he's still 11. That's not really gonna matter. I hardly think levels matter. Now, go take a look at the team. That's not the team. Team. Here's the team. The team we're gonna be running. Here's why. We can't use Sukuna. I thought I could be how you say, a little cheeky, and just, you know, off camera quick, see if Sukuna can just, you know, his impressive damage just blow through the boss. No, the boss heals 33 million HP. 33 million HP per continuous damage instance. Well, it's not per instance. It's when continuous damage is applied, he recovers 33 million HP. Even when he's on break. So there is no chance Sukuna can kill this boss at all. Unless you like somehow like one-shot him. But I don't even know if that's possible. So instead, we're going to run Tinjo. Because he doesn't apply continuous damage. I would like to run Junpei, because he does have the stun immunity, and this boss, like I mentioned earlier, he applies a lot of stun. Where is it? Yeah, stun nullification 1 turn 1 time to the ally that's 1 slot behind him, that's pretty good. No one's gonna be arguing about that. That is good. The thing is, continuous damage. Continuous damage. Continuous damage. He basically could never ult or use any other skill besides his skill 2. Which, I mean, is possible. I think. It might be possible if we give him a... What do you call it? If you give him a curse energy memory. But I just don't even want to try that, because 33 million is too much HP to just like lightly gloss over. Now I do think Mechamaru would be a good option, because either a lot or all of this boss's attacks are melee attacks. Oddly enough, throwing rocks around, but we still consider it melee. So really our only damage dealer is Gojo. I mean, unfortunately, my yellow Nanami is not he's not up to speed as blue Nanami, so we're not gonna go back-to-back Nanami videos. So we're gonna use Tinjo. Yaga should be putting in some decent damage. He is a hybrid attacker, so his damage will go through. Hence why I have the Curse Spirit School team on him, because he's getting 75% Curse Technique. I don't think there's anything else to mention. We might have to reset a few times, because my Kaido is in a very specific scenario where damage variance could leave him with anywhere between I've seen 6 at the lowest and like 100 HP, which obviously is not good because then Shoko's gonna heal him. I'm not running Pride on Tinjo just because there are specific cases where he can be stunned, considering that the attack nullification is only for 3 turns. Outside of those 3 turns, the boss does have an opening to stun him, and he could also just, you know, stun Demegami or like any of my other characters constantly, which would leave Pride stacking a bit useless. It might cause me to win faster, but I think I would have to reset more for RNG. Oh, one more thing to note is this is actually going to be a huge piece of winning this, because he's applying 48.72% physical technique decrease. And again, I'm pretty sure every single one of the boss's attacks is considered physical technique. So without further ado, we're gonna go and get started. I said we might have to reset last floor, but this one for sure. Not only just because of Kaido, but also because he could just... I had runs before where he was just stunning. I think he had Yaga stun for like 4 turns in a row. No good. So yeah, might have to cut a lot, but it's possible. She gets HP 160, almost 170 million. I mean, definitely a decent amount, but Tinjo does, I mean, for being over a year old, he still does output crazy damage. I feel like this boss, especially on the yellow setup, he's not in a position to just like outright kill us. I was supposed to buff last turn. That's no good. He's not in a position to kill us, but what can happen is he can just stall us out, and then he'll kill us. Because he's just gonna stun our character. He could stun Shoko for like X amount of turns and just kill us just off that, because she can't heal the rest of the team. Because if you guys haven't noticed, I am not running any healing memories, which, you know, could be bad for us, but this is proven by science to work, so leave it to the scientists. Yeah, that's not good. Now this first ult, he is going to be in attack nullification status, so Gojo for a fact cannot be hit. We have to play it like this, and we have to... I'm not gonna say we have to pray to not be stunned, but I would prefer if no one was stunned. I mean, again, Gojo can't. Who would be the biggest? Like, Shoko? That's not terrible. Actually, it kind of is, because she can't heal herself. And also massive damage because of the fact we weren't in the domain. So this might, I mean, she might die, honestly. What else to mention? Oh, his ult stun is 2 turns. Again, why? I mean, considering this is another boss from the 81 through 90 floors, I can understand why, but like why? Because it's bad enough that your characters can't act for 1 turn. It becomes 2, and then scenarios like scenarios like that can happen where Shoko's just almost dead. So, and I can't not heal her. I have to, because she will die. Yeah, that would have been death. Thank God he didn't stun anybody on that second one. So we can just go ahead and do this. This could break, although considering we don't have that much support from Shoko, probably not. Which is gonna be unfortunate, because break is essentially like our cooldown. It's our time to chill. Oh, he did break. Okay. Yeah. Crazy damage. Go Team Go. He still got it. Outputting crazy damage. Yeah. Okay. So 160 million, 166 million, and now he's down to 110. So we just do like 2 more of those and we should be fine actually. If we run it... Actually, I'm gonna run it like that, just so she can heal herself first. I'm gonna save this for when what's it called? When he gets back into back from break. Therefore, I have the attack notification up at the time that he ults. Throw this out. Use this. Hit him with one of those and use it like that. Get some extra ult gauge for Gojo because his skill 1 does give him more ult gauge than his other skills. Damage lower would be nice too. I think either one is fine. I was trying to get back to that. Yeah, crazy amount of ult gauge recovery. Well, it'll be fine like that. Now we can use it here. Since he gets it for 3 turns, we can just sit on it, basically. We'll be fine. At least for Gojo, we'll be fine. That's crazy targeting. Actually, I'm gonna heal him because it's only 3 turns, so as long as we start in the domain, we'll be fine. Get all the damage lowers in. The fight, the worst part about the fight, which I'm actually getting really good luck in terms of this, but the hardest part about this fight is just the stuns.
Double kill.
Yeah, and he stunned the only 2 characters that can be. So this ult, for a fact, is not going to be hitting hard. But I mean, oh, like, again, I could use Junpei, but the second he starts attacking, it like there isn't I'd say a whole lot of counterplay to that. He's 3.3, not 3. I'm sorry, that's too low. 33 million. It's gonna give him damage. We, again, most likely are not gonna break here. Well, I said that last time, and we did, but I don't think this time for sure. Just because now we have way less damage coming in. But maybe we could throw out 2 skill 3s with Gojo and break. But we'll see. Ah. Nah, maybe. But I think the whole way to play this is just to line up the damage lowers with his ult turn. Because I should probably actually show this. I didn't show it. Well, the point is to line up his ults with the... Or line up there. Dang, he did a lot of damage on that skill. Alright, bully. Nah, I gotta use this. If I had the ult ready at the turn before, I probably could have done that to heal. But we're trying to lower damage, so... Oh, I didn't actually use this. I think that's stunned. Shoko's back pocket heal. I actually forgot I needed to use Gojo's buff memory. Not buff memory, his buff skill. So now we gotta wait 1 more turn. Should be fine like this. We'll just lower the damage overall for right now. Yeah, but again, I mean, I know... Well, I think it was buff effects were nullified in the actual... in 81. But here, we're getting the full effect from Shoko, so it's actually not as bad as it could be. Now, I think he'll throw out an attack which could stun us here, which would be annoying, but no, he's gonna throw out that poison shit. Yeah, and here he throws out poison, And then he does his shield, which, yeah, he decreases damage at 4,000, which I don't, what does that actually do for him? Like, compared to 30% damage taken decrease? That does nothing for him. Now, Gojo did not actually get to use a lot of his buff skills, but he should still do decent damage here. Because the alternative is Shoko was able to get a lot of her buff skills in, and Yago was able to debuff a lot. But yeah, having the domain that just overall lowers the damage by 35%, yeah, it does that. It makes it way easier. I'm actually very surprised we got very good stun RNG in here. That was not hard at all. It could have been a lot worse. But yeah, we'll go take a look at the damage. Yeah, Gojo doing 121. He's a good character still. Very good character. If you don't have the Illusory Alliance memory, I would suggest using non-standard instead, because it's 85% for Curse Technique. And for Yaga, I mean, maybe you could use the same. Maybe you could use the Physical Technique memory, because it's still going to increase his overall damage. Because the whole point is just to give him the ult gauge increase. Or maybe you could give him like another Curse Technique ult gauge memory. Or ult Curse Technique damage memory. But yeah, I'm actually, again, I'm very surprised that we were able to clear this relatively easily, honestly. Usually in 81, he throws out a lot more stuns. But again, we're getting the full effect. We're getting all of this. Like 186% extra stats. But yeah, I mean, that's it. Tomorrow we'll go ahead and take a look at whoever, this little fuzzy jelly bean. What type is he? Green? Oh yeah, fawn. Well, with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.